What is going on, everyone? Jimmy Butler put up an Instagram post. Oh, and here is the caption. To Philly and my teammates, all capitals, saying thank you with two hearts. So here comes the overreactions. I can't believe Jimmy Butler's not signing here. This is ridiculous. Why would he put that out there? He's thanking us for being here. He's not saying, oh, I want to come back. Listen. If there's one thing I learned from the Bryce Harper sweepstakes, you can't dive too heavily into things. You just can't dive too heavily into things. My initial reaction, and this is my gut feeling, and this is what I truly believe. One, it's just a standard end-of-the-year post, and he's thanking us. But Jimmy Butler's not dumb. Jimmy Butler's playing the game. He knows the situation, and you heard him talking to the media about it in the end-of-the-year media interviews, end-of-the-year exit meetings. He knows what's going on. He knows the max contracts, the offers. He knows he's playing a game. He's trying to put a little bit of pressure on Elton Brand and the Sixers. He's not doing that just to do it. He's playing the game. He wants to put the pressure on there, and that's truly what I believe is going on here, and I'm not going to overreact. I also tweeted out that this potentially, if he did leave, could be a blessing in disguise. But if you ask me right now, bros, would you sign him? Absolutely. I would sign him. I want him here. I think he has tremendous value here. I've been a Jimmy Butler supporter all season long. I want him to be here. I'm just saying, if he did walk, I don't think it's the end of the world, and it potentially could be a blessing in disguise, because if we were to have to pay him 5 years, right, there's 5 free agency classes out there that maybe we could get someone else, and that could be more effective than Jimmy Butler would be here. And everyone's hearing that comment saying, bros, are you stupid? How could you possibly say that? I'm saying it could be a blessing in disguise, and here's just what I'm going to say and compare it to. The Chip Kelly era brought us Carson Wentz, brought us a Super Bowl season. Chip Kelly's era was a blessing in disguise and won us a Super Bowl with Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz, and Nick Foles. Okay? It was. No denying. So, I don't know what can happen in the next 5 years of free agency if he doesn't come back, but I do know other things are possible if Jimmy Butler was not to sign here. Okay? And another big thing is that I factor in here. I believe that the Sixers are going to win a championship based off of Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. We're not going to go get guys, or we're not going to go get players to be the guys, if that makes sense. The guys who are going to be the Kawhi Leonards, those type of players in the playoffs for the Sixers to win a championship is going to be Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. The players we go out and get are going to be supporting cast to those players when we win the championship. Does that make sense? We're only going as far as Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and they are going to be on our roster. I want Jimmy Butler. That's facts. I'm just saying, if he was to leave, there are other options out there, and it's not the end of the world. Will it sting? Sure. But realistically, I just got all sidetracked because the point is, who cares what his Instagram post is? You hear a lot of rumors about, will he get the 4 years offered from other teams at the max contract level? Or do teams just want 3 years of Jimmy Butler out there that are testing, that are looking at the free agency market? Not everyone's going out there saying, I want to sign Jimmy Butler to 4 years. Some teams are thinking, hey, let's just go for 3, see if he comes here. And I think Jimmy knows that. I believe Jimmy knows that. This is all a mental game, and it's part of the business. He needs Elton Brand to be thinking. He wants Elton Brand to be on his toes. He wants Elton Brand to be thinking, damn, I got to give him 5 years, and I got to give him the max, or he's not going to come here. It's very strategic on what he's doing. But don't just sit there and say, it's all over. There's no way in hell he's coming back. There's a 100% chance he's not. Look at his caption. If he wanted to be here, he'd say he'd be here. Did you hear his exit interviews? He said this, and he said he knows he's going to get max offers. And just relax. Just relax. There's strategic moves being made. It's all part of the business. It's all part of the process that's going on. And you just don't know what's going to happen. You have no clue on what's going to happen. There's no reason to sit there every single day and speculate on every little thing and try and dive into every little tiny little thing. I made that mistake with Bryce Harper. At this point, you just have to sit and wait and see what happens. At the end of the day, we can offer him the most amount of money, and that is truly what is important. That is what's important. And I trust Elton Brand. I really do. He's shown us balls. He's shown us balls. He's made some moves that GMs don't all make. They want to sit back. They want to do this. They don't want to be aggressive. This guy's aggressive. So who knows what's going to be all stirred up here for the Philadelphia 76ers during this offseason. It's the biggest offseason we've ever had. Let's not deny that. It's the biggest offseason, and we're going to have to watch it unfold. But to think the difference is an Instagram caption that says, "Thank you, Philly," let's not lose our minds over this. Could it be just the fact that he was thanking us for embracing him for the Jimmy Butler chance? With a little bit of a side game with Elton Brand, of course, mentally. But why couldn't he just say, "Thank you for the season"? He's not going to put up there, "Thank you so much, I'm coming back next season." Well, that would just be silly and stupid on his part. Jimmy Butler's been around for a while. I know his team is a big part of him. He wants to hear from his team to see what the best move is for all of them, because he feels like they are a big part of his life, and he feels that they should be involved in this as well. And that scares some Sixers fans. I just sit here tonight after seeing the picture, after seeing the caption, after reading an obnoxious amount of overblown fans and overreactions. I sit here and say, just take a deep breath. You don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on. There is a lot that has to happen throughout this. You're going to have to see what the market is. If there are teams that are only offering Jimmy Butler 3 years at the max contract level for the max contract value, then we don't have to go 5. We can get him at 4. Or maybe we still do go 5. Or if there are teams that do go out there for 4, then we have the ability to go 5. And that's all we can do. At the end of the day, we can offer him the most amount of money, the most amount of years, and it's in his hands. It's in his hands. But to Philly and my teammates, thank you with 2 hearts. Relax. Relax. And keep in mind, it's not the end of the world if Jimmy Butler doesn't come. Will I be upset? Sure, I will be. I will be. I want him here. I want him here. But it could be a blessing in disguise. Do I know what that blessing in disguise is? No. The only thing I can say is there's 5 years that Jimmy Butler will be on that max contract. If we land a free agent in those 5 years, if we make a move in those 5 years that couldn't have happened if Jimmy Butler was on the payroll for that type of money, and we just don't know yet. We just don't know what that possibly could be. But let's not get too crazy and too far ahead here. You have until what? June 1st, the NBA free agency begins. The NBA is filled with drama. That's how they live. That's how they make their money. That's how they pay their bills. And there's going to be a lot of it. You're going to hear a lot of rumors. You're just going to have to close your ears and just wait for the day where you see what happens. It's as simple as that. It really is. So let me know your thoughts down below on this. This should be interesting to read the comments without a doubt. I know there's going to be plenty of overreactions. See you guys next time. And, I just got finished watching Steph Curry and the Warriors, and I couldn't stop thinking to myself how the Sixers should still be playing. What are you going to do? See you guys next time.